Hey, what's going on? What's going on this Saturday night, right? Saturday night is Saturday, August 25th. Is that what it is? God damn, Saturday, August 25th. How is everyone doing? It's kind of late, 11:33 p.m. So I can't make this a whole hour podcast. But I'm going to cover as many topics as I presume you all relate to, right? On this podcast. How is everyone doing, huh? Saturday night, man. And I don't want to raise my voice because it's kind of late and I don't want to wake up my neighbors. But in any case, so how is everyone doing, huh? Well, I'm doing this podcast kind of late because actually I had a dinner with my sister in her neighborhood. It was really nice to see her, after a long time. What the hell is this? Is this Mega Omega Mix? There's all kinds of shit. I don't understand what that is. Hold on a second. Dried mango. Oh shit, that's what it is. God damn. So this is walnuts, dry mango, almonds, cranberries, pumpkin seed. Oh, I thought it also had what do you call what is that fruit called? God damn it, I forgot the name of the fruit. What are those other berries? Strawberry? Wait. Cranberries? No, pineapple. Yeah, I thought it had pineapple, but apparently it doesn't. Speaking of which, actually, my brother actually sent me a gift, a shirt, with my sister because she actually went to Europe and she visited my brother and his family. He lives in Sweden. He has 2 kids, and his wife is a doctor. So he gave me a gift, and then my sister, who actually from Europe, she went to, I think, Thailand and Bangladesh on a UN mission, and I had told her, listen, stay away from the rural areas, sister, because I remember what happened with her when she went to Africa, and then she came back and she had malaria. Man, we got lucky. So that's why I had told her, listen, stay away from the rural areas of Bangladesh and goddamn Thailand, and stay in the urban areas. Send your goddamn workers, your subordinates who are used to the environment and all that, right? But in any case, so it was really nice to see her, and we had dinner at one of those Peruvian restaurants in her neighborhood. It took them I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. It took them like more than 50 minutes to get our order. So I had ordered like one of those lamb shanks, right? That comes with like that green sauce. It's not spicy though. And then rice and beans. It was a lot of food and a lot of wine. I mean, I could hardly like drink like half a glass of wine. She actually, my sister did drink. I think almost she finished her glass, but the food was delicious. And yeah, so that's why I'm doing this podcast late. I'm sorry, I apologize on a Saturday. How is everyone doing? Again, I'm repeating myself. God damn it. And once again, I apologize. I didn't get a chance to get a light, but you guys can see my face, right? I didn't get a chance to go to goddamn Marshalls or one of those, right? To pick up a light or maybe IKEA. One of those like lights that you can adjust. Floor mounted, and that has like multiple lights, and then you can adjust them, and then you can use that as a light for your video podcast, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Well, tomorrow my sister was looking at me at my beard, and she was like, "You need to go to the barber shop." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, it's annoying." Yeah, I need to go to the goddamn barber shop, dude. It is getting annoying, right? A lot of gray hair, she says. I'm like, yeah, I'm old, I'm getting old. What can I do? And so yeah, then I took, I didn't drive. I took an Uber from here, and then I took an Uber from there to here. And then I was just joking with the Uber guy, right? When I was coming back from Long Island City. And I'm like, hey man, so how much is a medallion now these days? Medallion, if you guys know, if you live in New York, a medallion is a taxi, a yellow cab. What the fuck is it called? It's one of those things that you actually own. Means you own a medallion. Means you can drive your cab, yellow cab, 24 hours, anywhere in the city, parts of Westchester, part of Jersey, right? I mean, you can take customers there, right? So back in the days, like back in the days, because I have also driven a yellow cab for like in 2011 for like maybe like 3 months, and I fucking hated it. Oh, fuck this shit. I'm gonna get back to engineering because that's what I'm good at. Because I was hardly earning like, I was doing the night shift, right? So I was hardly earning like fucking $100 a night, right? What the fuck is that going to do? Like $100 a night? So I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm going to I'm going to register my company, and that's what I did. So here I am, right? I have a successful business. We're growing. We're getting bigger jobs. And so yeah, I was joking with the Uber driver, and he was laughing when I said, "Hey man, so how much is a medallion, right? $50,000 now?" Because medallion back in the days when yellow cabbies was like the mafia, right? And they wouldn't allow any other taxis and all that in the city, right? TLC, all that bullshit, right? And then Uber comes, right? And the fucking medallion owners are now basically having suicides because now medallions are worth, I don't know, $100,000. Back in the days, it used to be like $1 million, $1.5 million. Now nobody fucking cares about yellow cabs because you can take an Uber, but apparently the city has actually now capped the Ubers, number of Uber driver licenses, right? Because now there are too many fucking Uber drivers, Uber KBs, and nobody's fucking making money, something like that, right? So yeah, he was telling me. So in any case, I don't want to go on and on about that, but yeah, so that's what I did, and then I had leftovers in my fridge. Probably I'm gonna have that later on because I get a little hungry. The lamb shank, the Peruvian lamb shank. Oh man, that stuff is so good. With the pinto beans and the white rice. Oh man, that was so good. That was so good in that restaurant. So So yeah, here I am. It's kind of late doing my podcast, but it's not that late. I mean, it's not even midnight yet. But I do want to um, end my podcast well before an hour. Um, Covering the topics in the yeah, the topics. That's what it is. The topics that I want to talk about, and I presume you all relate to those, right? Right. Yeah, it's kind of funny again. I'm repeating myself. It's kind of funny the way I have set up the lights. I have that wooden chair, right? And then the light basically faces the fucking. Light is at like 35 degrees, faces the fucking wall, right? But it's better than having it like right in front of my fucking couch, right? But in any case, yeah, so it's Saturday night, and I was just listening to Joe Rogan. I was listening to NPR. You know, I actually woke up late, and I had my sandwich. I drank a lot of water. Oh my goodness, dude! I think I drank so much water that it was like, dude, what the fuck? Um, but it's good. Water is good for you. But I think that the other problem, well, the problem with drinking water, like cold water, is that it makes you kind of sleepy. You know, I think the body, the way I think that's how the body works is that, you know, it just wants to relax and sleep and all that, right? So you yawn a lot, you know? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm glad I just had like half a glass of wine. I was thinking, because I got there actually early to the restaurant. We were supposed to meet at 8. And then I called my sister and I told her, listen, so I got here early. And she's like, yeah, she'll be there in like maybe a few minutes. And so I went to the bar and I was thinking to order like maybe like rye on the rocks with a splash of ginger ale. You know, I'm like, no, no. So I just ordered like a glass of like Cabernet and I hardly drank it. I hardly drank it. With food. And it's just like too much wine, man. But in any case, so then I came back around like 10 o'clock, and here I am. I was just listening to Joe Rogan and all that. Oh, I was watching the movie. I think that's one of the topics in my cheat sheet. What the hell I was watching? Oh, Total Recall. Total Recall. Holy shit, dude. Total Recall, and then I was watching another movie. Was it The Last Jedi? No. Total Recall. And not a Tom Cruise movie, but Total Recall, as you know, is Schwarzenegger, right? Goddamn Arnold, who became the governor of California, and now it's burning, right? California burning. Oh, I was looking up the California wildfire situation, right? But it looks like they are being contained now, although it has caused a lot of damage, a lot of fucking damage, and people were crying, you know, as I said in my last podcast. And then we got the hurricane in freaking Hawaii. Hurricane Lane, L-A-N-E. I think that was one of my topics in cheat sheet. So it's all fucking global warming. And people are also talking about like coral reef and how it's being devastated and off the coast of Florida or off the coast of Australia, right? Australia might, right? Might. Is that how you say it in Australian accent? Well, I can't do accents. But in any case, so here we are, the headphones, right? Yeah, this is what happens when you get like these cheap headphones, right? $10. What the fuck, dude? Somebody's car is sounding on the fucking street. But in any case, so yeah, here I am, you know, and I'm going to talk a little bit more on the climate change situation when I get into my cheat sheet. It's already 15 minutes, 14 seconds, ladies and gents, and every other gender associate. Oh, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, I might do some cooking tomorrow and maybe do like a cooking video. Uh, so look out for that, right? Right. But did you guys hear about who died today? Oh shit, John McCain. You know the senator from Arizona. Oh man, he had that cancer. It's called I think glioblastoma, one of those, right? Terrence McKenna had that. I think it's really not known how actually people get it, but it's genetics and the environment. Genetics and the environment. I think that's what I was reading about that last night. Um, so yeah, he died because he just didn't want to be on the life support. I think when it was Friday, I think Friday that they were saying that he just didn't want to be on the life support anymore because the cancer had actually affected his body and his brain, and so he said, "I'm just gonna fucking die. Who cares?" Right? He knew that he was gonna die. So you know, he was a prisoner of war in Vietnam. He had to go through a lot of shit. Well, I guess that's what happens when you're in the military or Navy or one of those, right? Exactly. So yeah, may his soul find the eternal peace. That's my prayer. I don't know what that means, but again, yeah, that's my prayer for John McCain. He was a senator from Arizona, right? Um, Without getting into politics, I think he was kind of on the center between the Republicans and the Democrats, I think. Is that true? Well, I mean, he was a Republican, but he was more of a pacifier, you know, than Trump and all this, the whole fucking thing with Mueller and the whole goddamn thing with Manafort and all that, right? But in any case, you know, um, human biology has its own limits, you know, although many people are trying, all the scientists, the biologists are trying to find some sort of a cure for cancer, excuse me, or cardiovascular diseases, or to prolong the lifespan of human beings, which I don't believe is going to be a reality. If anything, we will have more robots and AI and all that helping us when we grow old, right? That's true. I think so. Yeah, I don't believe living beyond, like, let's say, if I were to live like maybe 94, at the age of 94, right? I don't think I would want to live beyond that because my body would be hurting and I would be on fucking medication, all that bullshit, right? So I don't want to live beyond that age, like for example, right? Just as an example. Just as an example, I don't want to live beyond 94, right? If I live up to that age, right? Um, what the fuck I was talking about? That I got digressed. Oh yeah, so I was talking about, yeah, I was talking about John McCain. Um, he was 81, so you know the age also matters, and then he had, you know, he was a prisoner of war in goddamn Vietnam, you know, and all that bullshit, right? So yeah, what else do I want to talk about, huh? Well, I got a lot of good topics that I want to talk about in my cheat sheet, and it's closer to midnight, so I don't want to go on and about, and I don't want to raise my voice because I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I don't want to wake them up, right? Oh shit, your starter disk is almost full. What the fuck? You know what it is? Is that I did the partition, right? These old Macs, but they have a SSD, you know? They have like a 240 gigabytes SSD, but that I did the partition using the boot camp, right? So I can run either Windows or Mac software, right? But the problem is that the especially on the Mac side um, of SSD, it runs out of fucking memory storage. So it keeps saying you're running out of your startup disk storage and blah blah blah. So I had to free up. Now I have to basically delete all the fucking what do you call the because I don't have any documents. I don't have anything on the fucking desktop. So now I have to basically I don't know. I had to figure out how. I had to fucking figure out what's taking up the fucking storage, right? I might have to download one of those fucking softwares that actually look into that. But although I don't want to do that, um, I guess I'll have to speak to my IT guy Mike. Maybe tomorrow I'll call him. Because on the SSD side, which is the Mac side, I have 120 or 130 gigabytes, and so that leaves the Windows side, what, like 90 gigabytes, and I have a lot of space on the Windows side, I believe. I believe. I presume, right? But since I have to do this podcast using the Mac side, since I have to use the camera, on my MacBook. Although these MacBooks are very old, like 2012. Let me see. Hold on a second. About this Mac, right? Mid 2012. Holy shit. 6 gigabytes of RAM, SSD, right? Okay, so I had to free up some storage. Even I don't know if I can actually save this video that I'm doing for my podcast. But that would be a fucking disaster if I lose this fucking video, right? Through photo booth, right? I hope not. I think I have enough. Let me just double check. Hold on a second. Get info. Oh shit. I got less than like a fucking gigabyte. What the fuck, dude? Because this video is gonna take up at least like 2.4 gigabytes. So what the fuck, dude? So what's taking up the fucking system is taking, the library is taking the fucking accounts. What the fuck's taking so much fucking space? I don't understand. But in any case, so I guess I'll talk to my IT guy Mike tomorrow, right? Which is Sunday the fun day, right? Well, I guess because also these Macs are old, and then on top of that, I did the partition using Boot Camp. So Windows running, on the other side of the fucking universe, right? Exactly. How is everyone doing, huh? It's already 24 minutes and 17, 18 seconds. I don't want to go on and on about my podcast, although I do want to cover a lot of good topics that I have in my cheat sheet, right? So yeah, I had a great time with my sister at the dinner in that Peruvian restaurant, right, in Long Island City. Because I actually told her, let's just meet here because I want to have a lamb shank, right, in the Peruvian style. So she was like, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, so that's what I did, and that's what we did. And then oh, there was a waitress there. Oh my goodness, dude, she was so hot. Appreciate the beauty, right? Exactly. So yeah, so here I am. Here I am. It's almost midnight, ladies and gents. I don't know what the hell you guys are up to. Are you guys out and about with your loved ones, with your family, with your buddies? You know, like fucking sports bar, watching fucking, I don't know, Yankees playing the fucking Marlins or where the fuck it is, right? Well, I'm just taking it easy, you know. I'm old. I'm fucking old, so I'm taking it easy. Um, yeah, so I got a lot of work to do this coming week. Starting Monday, obviously. I didn't do any work today. I just took it easy. You know, I watched a lot of movies. I guess I'm already in a holiday like mood, you know, like because I'm going I like a vacation mood. Vacation mood. That's what I have to say because I'm leaving for Colorado on Wednesday, right? So I'm just gonna like take it easy. I'm just gonna do a lot of hiking there, a lot of pictures. Colorado Springs, you know, I was there like 2 years ago with my friend Brett. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful place. I have the Airbnb, and yeah, that's it. So, uh, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. You know, I'm gonna be easy on the booze, fucking booze, and more like hiking and drinking a lot of water, and that's what I'm gonna do out there. Yeah, and if I don't like it, I'll come back sooner. Who cares? Yeah, I'll come back to Brooklyn, right? Right, exactly. So, so yeah, I'm looking forward to my trip to Colorado, and oh shit, I found an almond. Finally, god damn it. Um, yeah, what I'm going to do? Okay, I think one of the things that I want to do is go to the park. It's called Garden of the Gods, and then go to Colorado Springs. What else can you do there? I'm just gonna go hiking, you know, randomly hike the mountains. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. And then I think I also have a date lineup. She's a beautiful lady from from Colorado Springs, and I'm looking forward to meet her too. And probably we're gonna spend some quality time together. She has a lot of tattoos, so she's got to be like smoking a lot of fucking weed, right? Well, I don't know. I don't care, dude, because weed is illegal in Colorado. I don't go there for weed, and I don't smoke weed either. If anything, I just drink a little bit of alcohol and that's it. Because I'm not good at like smoking weed. I think. Yeah, no, I'm not. Because weed has never been like the drug of choice for the area where I come from. I think there's one reason. Um, and then it just messes with my brain. You know, it's like my mind. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not that strong to like, you know, like have weed, like, you know, smoke weed and drink and all that. Yeah, you don't want to fucking do that. Isn't weed like fucking like it's like a gateway drug to like fucking all kinds of other bullshit? I'm not sure. I don't know. But in any case, so yeah, so I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to going to Colorado Springs. I have the rental car. I had pick up from Denver, right? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Am I repeating myself? I guess I'm repeating myself, right? Am I repeating myself? I'm repeating myself. All right. So it's already 30 minutes, ladies and gents. I don't want to prolong this podcast over a whole hour. So I'll probably do this like maybe like 40 minutes. So maybe I should just do 40 minutes podcast, and I'll do a podcast from Colorado. The great land of Colorado, Rockies, and all that, right? Mountains. Um, yeah, I was listening to Joe Rogan and Neil deGrasse Tyson. They had a recent like Joe Rogan. He has his own podcast. You can actually watch it on YouTube, and then he brought in Neil deGrasse Tyson to talk about a lot of like good stuff, from astrophysics to movies like Star Trek, Star Wars, and all that, and the universe and everything in between, right? Okay. Um. So yeah, I presume you all are having a good time in whatever you're doing. And so let's just get into teaching. It's already midnight, and I don't want to wake up my neighbors. My first topic for tonight in my cheat sheet is concert band. Okay, so last Saturday, as I was telling you all that I was going to go to my friend's band to see my friend's band who was playing. He had invited me. So I went there, and then I think I got there kind of late because I was doing my podcast Saturday. But I got there, and then uh, and then um, and then it was nice. I saw them. I saw the other guy, Joseph. Dan was the guy who was playing in the band. He was the lead, and and then I came home, and next morning I think I had a fucking hangover. Where the fuck it was, right? But it was nice to see all of them. Um, and yeah, so I think I had a hangover, or one of those. I usually don't get a hangover because I drink a lot of water and orange juice. As soon as I wake up, right? Let's say I wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning, right? Or 6 o'clock in the morning. I just drink a lot of water and like half a glass of orange juice, and then just puts me back to sleep, right? Exactly. All right, so that was my take on my friend's band concert. It was not a concert, but it was just a band playing in one of the music venues on Washington Avenue, right? There you go. All right, so 33 minutes, 51 seconds, ladies and gents. I did some cooking last Sunday. I grilled some lamb. I had that organic, like lamb chops. And I did grill that, and then it came out really nice. Like it was kind of late because sometimes I get hungry late. Like tonight, I think I'm gonna get hungry. But I have that lamb shank, from the Peruvian restaurant. I think I'm gonna have that before I, pass out. Before I fucking pass out, right? Yeah. So what else is going on? How's everyone doing, huh? All right. So my next topic is Rogan Suited podcast. So Joe Rogan, he sometimes does a podcast where he wears like. I was watching one of his podcasts today, and he was wearing like fucking like a NASA suit and all that, right? As if these guys are in some fucking like a fucking space station or whatever the fuck it is, right? Yeah, he does that. So look it up. You guys can look it up on YouTube. Joe Rogan suited podcast, right? Not suited as in like a fucking tie and all that, but like like a costume. Yeah, costumed. That's what I wanted to say. Joe Rogan costumed podcast. That's what I should have said, right? There we go. All right, my next topic is NASA Clipper mission. Clipper. Clipper is in CLIPPER mission. What the hell's Clipper mission? Let's look it up. I think that's the mission that goes to study the sun, right? No. That's a different. That's a different. I'm sorry. No, that's a different one. NASA Clipper mission. Clipper mission. Okay, here we go. Oh, so Europa Clipper is an interplanetary mission in development by NASA, comprising an orbiter set for, let's go to fucking Wikipedia, right? That's what it is an interplanetary mission in development by NASA, comprising an orbiter set for launch around 2022 slash not slash but dash 2025. The spacecraft is being developed to study the Galilean moon Europa through series of flybys while in orbit around Jupiter. So Europa is one of the Jupiter's moons, as you all know, right? Shit, I sound like I work for NASA. Well, I mean, you're an engineer, then you get familiar with all kinds of shit like this. Also, so that's the NASA's mission, right? NASA's Clipper mission is to study Jupiter's moon, Europa. So Europa Clipper is an interplanetary mission in development by NASA. So they're going to launch that by 2022. 2022 is what, like 4 years from now? Exactly, yeah, 4 years from now. So they're going to launch that. All right, 37 minutes, everyone. It's past midnight, and so let's just get into the future. Neanderthals, as you all know, were these species who became extinct in Europe and parts of Russia, and I think also parts of Asia. So they found the geologists found like a body of in Siberia. They found a body of an 11 or 12-year-old girl, and apparently she was what was that, like 40,000 years ago? Where the fuck it is, right? Because Siberia is very cold, so the bodies can naturally be mummified. Well, what do we call that? Preserved if it's very cold, right? So they found that she was actually like a hybrid between Neanderthals and the humans. So apparently Neanderthals had relationships with the humans. Is that what it is? Or am I just giving you guys the wrong information? I'm sorry, I apologize. That may be the wrong information. It might be that there were two types of Neanderthals who were in relationships, something like that, right? What the fuck it is? You guys can look it up. I'm just too fucking lazy to look it up for you all, right? All right. My next topic, Hurricane Elaine. I talked about that. It's already 39 minutes. God damn it. Hurricane Elaine in Hawaii. I talked about that. Apparently, that has been like one of the worst hurricanes in history of Hawaii. The big island of Hawaii in 25 years. That's what they were telling. And And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Well, I mean, we had the California wildfires, now the coral reef down in fucking Florida and Australia, and then and then now we have the fucking hurricane Lane. So I think something is fucking shifting, and that's called climate change. Well, I mean, in New York, we are immune to wildfires and all that because we don't have any fucking bushes and all that, right? But we are prone to fucking hurricanes, just like fucking Sandy. But where is where is Hurricane Lynn at this point in time? Let's find out, right? Hurricane Lynn, right? Hurricane Lynn. Hold on a second. Bear with me, you all. Hurricane Lynn, latest updates. Okay, so New York Times, right? Hurricane Lynn, now a tropical storm, batters Hawaii with heavy rain. Okay, so it has become a tropical storm, right? However, it's going to fucking like, what do you call, ran down goddamn Hawaii. Why do people even fucking live there? I don't understand. It's going to be a lot of fucking rain. Their cars couldn't make it. They are going to ignore evacuations, walk back, and wait out in Hilo and Reed's Island. What the fuck, dude? But in any case, so yeah, that's the latest on goddamn Hurricane Lynn in Hawaii. BBC reporter covering Hawaii hurricane hit by falling tree during live report. That was unexpected. What the fuck? So Hurricane Lynn dumps torrential rains on Hawaii's Big Island. A BBC reporter covering Hurricane Lynn in Hawaii was hit by a falling tree during a live radio. Why the fuck would these fucking reporters be in the fucking middle of the fucking storm and try to act like they're like fucking Tom Cruise or one of those, right? And then they get hit by these fucking trees and all that bullshit, right? Doesn't make any fucking sense. So in any case, so that's my take on Hurricane Lynn, and I assume that everyone is safe and not be affected or impacted in a bad manner by the hurricane. Well, okay. That's an easy thing to say, sir. That's such an easy thing to say. However, people out there who are suffering. Well, I mean, what can I do? There are a lot of people around the world who suffer from a lot of things, from natural disasters to man-made fucking wars and religion bullshit. Alright, so my next topic, 43 minutes. McCain, I already talked about John McCain. He was apparently a war hero. He was imprisoned for more than 5 years in the 1960s to early 70s. He died of a brain cancer. I said a little prayer for him, and that's it. So I don't want to go on and on about that. I mean, we all die. One day we all die. Nobody knows what happens to us after death, right? But that's a mystery, right? I think that's the higher dimension, right? All right, ladies and gents, 44 minutes. I well surpassed the time that I said that I was going to end this podcast. I well surpassed 40 minutes of my podcast. Sorry, that was my old man moment. All right, so Next topic in my cheat sheet is, which I talked about a little bit, Total Recall by Schwarzenegger, right? That's a fucking great movie, man. That's a fucking great movie. I think I'm gonna watch it again. And is there going to be like a fucking sequel to Total Recall? Was there a sequel to Total Recall? I had to look it up. It's 12:18 a.m. So I don't want to go on about because I want to fucking jump into my fucking bed, right? My next topic is my next and last topic is Musk. Okay, so Elon Musk, as you know, he had in this past 17 days. I was actually reading on CNN Money Stream. There's an app everybody should actually download. That he had like this past 17 days of his, like, I don't know what the fuck happened with him. He had his moments with Tesla, and I think he had been trying to run Tesla without knowing the production line. I think that's what it is. I think I said this and I'm repeating myself. But I think he actually went on to say that he was going to go private. Means Tesla was going to go private, which means that he would need a lot of fucking money. And then he said that Saudis are going to fund that. And then I think yesterday he said, no, I'm sorry, I don't think those are. Don't quote me on that one. I don't think he said exactly what I just said. But if you read that article, right, in CNN Money Stream, he does say that no. From talking to from his financial advisors and the investors and all that, he doesn't want to go private, and so he's gonna be in public because that's actually better that's actually better for Tesla, right? So 47 minutes. So I think I'm gonna end my podcast with my last topic with Elon Musk. And yeah, so I have my smart car, which is actually parked down on the street. Today, I was running around dropping my laundry and after my sandwich and all that, right? And then I came back and I parked it in the on the street. Actually, I didn't park it in the parking lot because it's fucking Sunday tomorrow, so you don't get a fucking ticket. But tomorrow Eve, I have to put it in the parking lot, right? Because the day after tomorrow is the Monday. All right, so 47 minutes, 58 seconds, 48 minutes. And it's already 12:21 a.m. So I'll see you all next Sunday or Saturday.